What is going on, guys? Back with another video. So today I'm going to cover another degen nano cap project. This is under $20,000 in market cap, and it has a character, it has a narrative which I think has a huge use case. And again, guys, very high risk, but reminds me similar to something like Pepe. Very similar character, and it has a character that everyone is familiar with, guys. So as I've said, this is extremely degen, extremely high risk, and these are meme coins, right? But it is one which I've sort of kept on my watch list, and I just think it is massively under the radar. So what am I talking about, guys? Today I am talking about Pebble. You may or may not remember this project. I've covered it a while ago, but it has crashed an insane amount. It is now currently around $15,000 in market cap. This is on Radium, so it is on Solana. It is extremely high risk, very low in liquidity. And the reason I like this, guys, is simply down to the character. Pablo, you all know Pablo. It is just a very funny and very good looking website and good looking character. So you can see here the website. I really like the animation. This is what originally got me into this project. And you can see here it goes into a bit of a story in relation to who Pablo was. Essentially, it was someone who Pepe could come to sort out any problems he had. So it goes into a bit of a story between this, growing up on the tough streets, the city of frogs. Pablo learned early that power wasn't given, it was taken. While Pepe and his friends were getting into their antics, Pablo smoothed out the bumps. So again, looks like that gangster version of Pepe. And as I've said, guys, I just really like the website. When you come over to their X, it's been a while since they've posted. I think it's been a few weeks. But as I've said, guys, it's something which I think can have a comeback. It would be good to see the team, post more because, they were coming out with some pretty good content. I know the team were pretty active. And, it'd be good to see them start to post more regularly. I don't think they post as regularly right now. But, as I've said, guys, I really do like the look of this. And, I think it is massively undervalued at 14,000 in market cap. Of course, guys, this is extremely degen, extremely high risk, but as I've said, I just really like the look of the project, and it's something which you throw $10 or smaller, and pretty much forget about it, right? This is something that I threw a small amount into, and as I've said, the reason I like this is just how good the character is. The animations are very clean, very funny, high quality, and for me this should be sitting in the millions of market cap. This shouldn't be sitting at the current market cap that it's sitting on. Also, they have an Instagram page here as well, which is also good to see. I don't know how active they are, but again, as I've said, the artwork is really good. So shout out to whoever is behind the artwork. And keep up the artwork, keep pushing out more content, because this is something which I think can have a major comeback. All right. Also here they've got this different links on here. I think they've got a TikTok, and they also have this thing here where you can basically generate your own character based on Pablo. You can change the body, the t-shirt, the clothes, and I just think it is something which does have a use case, and it does have that huge narrative behind it. And I haven't seen a sort of meme like this in the past, which is why I think it needs more attention on it. What else do they have? They also have, I think they've got some other memes on this Dropbox here, different sort of characters, TikTok videos, that sort of thing, which you can come and have a look at as well. So as I've said, it is something which I think can have a comeback. I just think they need to be a bit more consistent with the posts, and start posting more, start continuing to work on the artwork, because as I've said, the artwork is really good looking. And you can see that even here, going into Jerome Powell, you can see here, the score. Jerome, tell the degenerates what they want to hear. And yeah, guys, I think it is a very degen, very high risk. If you want to pick this up, you can get it on you can get this on Radium here. And as I've said, guys, throw in a very small amount, but essentially it is something which does have potential, but you do need to be prepared for the risks that come with it. So as I've said, if you want to get this, all you do is copy the address, and you can basically swap this for Solana. So it is on Solana as well, so it is going to be pretty cheap to get this as well. So yeah, guys, definitely worth a look. As I've said, 14,000 market cap. When we come over and have a look, compare to Pepe, nearly 300,000x. But of course, we're not going to look into dreamland. Even if this was to go to, 20 million, that is 1,400x. If it was to get to just 1 million, which I think is very possible, just 1 million, guys, is a 70x. 100 million is, nearly 7,000x, guys. So, of course, none of this is financial advice. This is very degen, and this is for people who want something which is high risk. And ultimately, it is a very small market cap. So, yeah, guys, definitely take a look at this. And, I think they've got you can join their Telegram, drop their X a follow as well, and just sort of tweet them, and try and get them to make some more content. I'll probably maybe drop them a message as well and say, look, I think the content looks pretty good, and it might be worth them really pushing this project out there. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, don't forget to drop a like, and I will be making a lot more videos on memes. There are some really good memes that I've got on my watch list, and yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to drop a like, and I'll see you soon for the next video.